Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Jason.
And I'm Julia, your co-host. We're so happy to have you with us today.
Today's topic is something very simple, but very useful. We're going to talk about how to talk about your day in English.
Yes, this is a really important skill. Whether you're chatting with a friend, texting someone, or even practicing by yourself, being able to describe your day is a great way to build your English fluency.
Exactly. And the good news is, talking about your day doesn't need big or difficult words. You can start with short, simple sentences like, I woke up at 7 a.m. or I went to work.
Right. Everyone has a daily routine. We all wake up, eat, go to work or school, and do something in the evening. So this topic is something you can practice every single day.
And the more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Today, we'll help you learn useful vocabulary and sentence patterns to describe your day in clear, easy English.
We'll also do a role play later to show you how a real conversation sounds. So, if you want to speak more confidently in English, this episode is for you.
Let's get started. First, let's talk about the morning routine, the beginning of everyone's day. All right, let's start with the morning routine, the beginning of the day. Julia, how does your day usually begin?
Well, my day starts early. I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m., then I get out of bed and brush my teeth.
Nice! Those are great phrases. Let's slow down and repeat some of them so our listeners can learn. First one, wake up. I wake up at 6:30. Can you say that with us? Repeat after me. I wake up at 6:30.
Next is get out of bed. You can say, I get out of bed slowly or I get out of bed quickly. Repeat after me. I get out of bed.
Great! Then comes the bathroom routine. We usually say, brush my teeth, wash my face, take a shower.
For example, I brush my teeth at 7 o'clock. Or I take a shower in the morning. These are easy, useful phrases you can say every day.
Now let's talk about breakfast. You can say, I eat breakfast at 7:30. I drink a cup of tea. I have toast and eggs.
Here's a short example. I wake up at 6:30, I brush my teeth. Then I eat breakfast and drink coffee. Simple, right?
Very simple. And listeners, you don't have to say everything perfectly. Just speak slowly and clearly. Try this. I wake up. I take a shower. I eat breakfast.
Nice and easy. Now, Jason, what do you usually do after breakfast?
After breakfast, I get dressed, then I check my phone and leave the house around 8 a.m.
More great phrases. Let's repeat. Get dressed. I get dressed after my shower. Check my phone. I check my phone for messages. Leave the house. I leave the house at 8 o'clock.
So, here's a full example. I wake up at 6:30. I take a shower. I get dressed. I eat breakfast. Then I leave the house at 8. That's a basic morning routine, and it's a great way to practice daily English.
And you, our listener, can do this too. After this episode, try to say your own morning routine in English. Use simple words, just like we did.
Exactly. And don't forget, repeating small sentences every day is one of the best ways to build confidence.
Coming up next, we'll talk about how to describe your work or school day in simple English. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Now, let's talk about something many people do after their morning routine, going to work or school.
Yes, whether you're a student or working, this part of your day is important to talk about. So let's learn how to describe it in simple English.
Let's start with going to work. I can say, I go to work at 8:30. I take the bus to work. I arrive at work at 9 o'clock.
Or for students, I go to school at 7:30, I walk to school. My first class starts at 8.
That's right. Now let's slow it down for our listeners. Repeat after us. I go to work at 8:30. I take the bus. I start work at 9 o'clock.
And for students, I go to school, I walk to school. My class starts at 8.
Good job. Now, let's learn how to talk about what you do at work or in class. I might say, I answer emails, I have meetings, I write reports.
For students, you can say, I study math, I read books, I do homework.
Here's a simple example of a workday. I go to work at 8:30. I start work at 9. I answer emails and talk to customers.
And a student example. I go to school at 7:30. I have English class. I study science. I come home at 1 p.m.
These sentences are short, but they're powerful. You can talk about your day clearly and confidently.
Now, Jason, let's do a mini dialogue. I'll ask you about your workday, and you answer in simple sentences. Ready?
Let's do it!
What time do you go to work?
I go to work at 8:30.
How do you get there?
I drive my car.
What do you do at work?
I answer emails, join meetings, and help my team.
What time do you come home?
I come home at 5:30 p.m.
Great job. That's a simple way to talk about work. Now, listeners, try the same. You can write it down or say it out loud. What time do you go to work or school? How do you get there? What do you do during the day? When do you come home?
The more you talk about your day, the easier it gets. You don't need perfect grammar. Just speak clearly and keep it simple.
Next, we'll talk about meals and food talk because food is also a big part of our daily routine. Stay with us.
All right, welcome back. Now let's talk about one of the best parts of the day. Food.
Yes, everyone eats, and it's very useful to know how to talk about meals in English, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Let's start with breakfast. I usually say, I eat breakfast at 7:30. I have eggs and toast. I drink coffee in the morning.
Nice. And I usually say, I have fruit and yogurt for breakfast. I drink green tea. You can also use the word have instead of eat. So you can say, I have breakfast or I eat breakfast. Both are okay.
Let's repeat together. I have breakfast at 7:30. I eat eggs and toast. I drink coffee.
Now let's talk about lunch. Jason, what do you usually eat for lunch?
I usually say, I eat lunch at 1 o'clock. I have rice, chicken, and salad.
Sounds delicious. I often say, I eat lunch with my coworkers. I have a sandwich and some juice.
Good phrases. And don't forget about dinner, the last meal of the day. You can say, I eat dinner at 7. I have pasta and vegetables. I drink water with my dinner.
Let's do a quick mini dialogue to show our listeners how it works. Mini dialogue example.
What do you eat for breakfast?
I usually eat fruit and toast, and you?
I eat eggs and drink coffee.
When do you have lunch?
Around 1 p.m., I have rice and vegetables.
See? Easy and natural. Listeners, you can practice this too. Say out loud what you eat for breakfast, when you eat lunch, what you have for dinner.
Talking about food is fun, and it's a great way to practice daily English. Next up, we'll learn how to talk about time phrases in your day, like in the morning and after lunch.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. In this part of the episode, we'll talk about something very useful. Time phrases.
Yes, time phrases help you explain when something happens. They make your daily routine sound more complete.
Let's start with the basics. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night.
For example, I eat breakfast in the morning. I study in the afternoon. I watch TV in the evening. I sleep at night.
Let's say them slowly so our listeners can repeat. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night.
Good. Now let's look at time expressions with specific hours. We use at with clock times, at 7 a.m., at 3:30, at 9 p.m.
For example, I wake up at 6:30. I start work at 9 o'clock. I go to bed at 10:30.
Now here are a few more helpful phrases. Before lunch, after breakfast, in the middle of the day, late at night.
Let's use them in short sentences. I check my emails before lunch. I brush my teeth after breakfast. I take a break in the middle of the day. I read a book late at night.
Nice and simple. Listeners, let's do a quick quiz. If I say, I go for a walk in the evening, when do I walk?
That's right. In the evening, maybe around 6 or 7 p.m.
And if Jason says, I drink tea after lunch, when does he drink it?
Yes, after lunch, maybe around 2 or 3 p.m.
Time phrases help your sentences sound more natural. Try adding them when you talk about your day.
Coming up next, we'll talk about how to describe your feelings and energy during the day. Are you tired in the morning? Do you feel happy after work?
Let's find out in the next section. Don't go away.
Welcome back. In this part of the episode, we're going to talk about something very real, how you feel during the day.
Yes, talking about your emotions and energy is important. It helps you express how your day really went.
Let's start with some common words to describe how you feel. For example, tired, happy, stressed, excited, bored.
Let's give some example sentences. I feel tired in the morning. I'm happy after my workout. I feel stressed before a big meeting.
Good. Let's pause and repeat those. I feel tired in the morning. I'm happy after lunch. I feel stressed before school.
And here are some words to describe your energy level. Full of energy. Low energy. Relaxed. Busy, calm.
Here's a quick example. I feel full of energy in the morning. I feel relaxed in the evening.
Jason, how do you usually feel after work?
I usually feel tired and sometimes stressed, but after dinner I feel calm.
Nice. I usually feel happy and relaxed when I go for a walk in the evening.
Listeners, you can try too. Think about your day and say something like, I feel sakkaints in the morning. I feel saktriantsaks after lunch. At night, I feel sakiwait.
Talking about your emotions helps you connect more in conversations. And don't worry, keep it simple.
Up next, we'll talk about how to describe your evening activities in English. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Now it's time to talk about what many people enjoy the most. Evening activities.
Yes, after work or school, we all like to relax. And there are many simple ways to describe what we do in the evening in English.
Let's go over some common evening activities. You can say, I watch TV. I read a book. I cook dinner. I go for a walk. I listen to music.
Let's say them slowly together so our listeners can repeat, I watch TV, I read a book, I cook dinner, I go for a walk, I listen to music.
Very nice. Here are a few more evening routines you might use. I clean the house. I talk with my family. I study English. I take a shower. I go to bed.
Jason, what do you usually do in the evening?
I usually cook dinner. Then I watch a movie or read a little. After that, I take a shower and go to bed around 10:30.
Sounds peaceful. I usually go for a walk, then listen to music or study something new. I love quiet evenings.
Let's help our listeners build a small paragraph. You can say something like, in the evening, I cook dinner. Then I watch TV. After that, I take a shower and go to bed.
Or for something more active, I go for a walk in the evening. Then I clean the house and talk with my family.
It's simple, but it sounds great. And it's real English. Listeners, after this episode, try to say your own evening routine. Use short and clear sentences.
Up next, we'll show you how to put everything together in a daily routine role play. It's going to be fun and very useful.
Stick around. We're just getting started. Welcome back. Now it's time for one of our favorite parts of the episode, role play.
Yes, in this section, we'll act out a simple daily routine conversation so you can hear how everything sounds in real life.
We'll speak slowly and clearly. And after the role play, we'll explain some of the key words and phrases. Role play. A simple daily routine.
Hey Jason, how was your day today?
Hi, Julia. It was good, thanks. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. Then I took a quick shower.
Nice. Did you eat breakfast?
Yes, I did. I had toast and coffee at around 7 a.m. After that, I got dressed and left the house at 8.
Did you drive to work?
Yes, I drove to work, and I arrived at 8:30. I had a few meetings in the morning and answered some emails.
Sounds busy. What did you do for lunch?
I had lunch with a friend. We went to a small restaurant. I ate rice and chicken. It was really good.
Yum. What did you do after lunch?
After lunch, I went back to work. I worked on a report until 5. Then I drove home.
And how was your evening?
Pretty relaxing. I cooked dinner, then I watched a movie. After that, I took a shower and now I feel ready for bed.
Sounds like a full day. Thanks for sharing.
Okay, listeners, now let's go over some useful parts of that role play.
One phrase was, I woke up at 6:30. You can change the time and use it every day. I woke up at 7. I woke up at 5:45.
Another one is, I had toast and coffee. That's a nice way to talk about your meal. You can also say, I had eggs. I had tea.
And when you talk about getting ready, you can say, I got dressed. I left the house. Simple but important phrases.
In the afternoon, we used, I had lunch with a friend. I worked on a report. Try saying these with your own details.
And don't forget about the evening. You can say, I cooked dinner. I watched a movie. I took a shower and went to bed.
So listeners, here's your challenge. After this episode, try to speak for 30 seconds about your own day using what you've learned. Just like our role play.
You can say it out loud, record yourself, or practice with a friend. Use short, clear sentences. You've got this.
Next, we'll share some helpful sentence starters and tips for building your own daily story. Stay with us. Welcome back. Now that you've heard the full role play, let's make it even easier for you to talk about your day with some simple sentence starters.
Yes, these short phrases can help you begin a sentence without thinking too much. Once you remember them, it becomes easier to speak smoothly.
Here are some of the most useful ones. I usually. Today, I. After that. Then I. At time, I. In the morning, afternoon, evening.
Let's give a quick example. I usually wake up at 7. Today I had breakfast at 8. Then I went to work.
Or, after lunch, I took a short walk. In the evening, I listened to music.
These starters help organize your story. Even if you're nervous, just begin with, today I or I usually, and keep going. One short sentence at a time.
Now, here are a few tips to help you speak more confidently. Think simple. Don't worry about big grammar rules. Just say basic sentences. Practice daily. Talk about your day every evening. Even 2 minutes helps. Record yourself. Use your phone and listen to how you sound. Repeat often. Repeat the same phrases each day to build confidence.
That's right. The more you repeat, the more natural it feels. Just like building a muscle, you're building your English muscle.
Coming up next, we'll share some easy ideas for how you can practice talking about your day at home or with a friend.
Stay tuned. Practical tips are on the way.
Welcome back. Now that you have some sentence starters and tips, let's talk about how you can practice speaking English about your day.
Yes, practice is the key to getting better. Here are some easy ideas you can try at home or with a friend.
First, try talking to yourself. It sounds funny, but it works. When you get home, say out loud what you did that day. Use simple sentences like, I woke up at 7. I ate breakfast. I went to work.
Second, if you have a friend or family member who speaks English, try having a short conversation with them. Ask each other questions like, "What did you do today?" and answer with your own story.
Third, you can record yourself on your phone. Listen and check if you can speak clearly and slowly. Then, try again. It's a great way to see your progress.
Finally, use apps or join online English groups where you can practice speaking with others. The more you practice, the easier it becomes.
Remember, don't worry about mistakes. Every sentence you say helps you get better.
Exactly. Keep practicing a little bit every day, and soon you'll feel more confident talking about your day in English.
Next, we have a fun listening quiz to test your skills. Don't miss it. Welcome back. Now it's time for a quick listening quiz to help you practice what you've learned today.
I'm going to say a short story about a person's day. Listen carefully, and then Jason will ask you a few questions.
Ready? Here we go. Short story. Maria wakes up at 7 a.m. She takes a shower and eats breakfast at 7:30. Then she leaves the house at 8. Maria works from 9 to 5. She eats lunch at 12 and drinks coffee in the afternoon. After work, she goes for a walk and cooks dinner at 7 p.m.
Great. Now, Jason, what's the first question?
Okay, question 1. What time does Maria wake up?
Question 2. When does Maria eat lunch?
And question 3. What does Maria do after work?
How did you do? You can listen again if you want to practice more.
Listening and repeating helps you improve quickly. Keep practicing.
Next, we'll finish with some final thoughts and motivation for your English learning journey.
We've reached the end of today's episode. Thanks so much for listening and practicing with us.
Remember, talking about your day in English is a great way to improve your speaking skills every single day.
Don't worry if you make mistakes. That's part of learning. What's important is to keep practicing and speaking as much as you can.
Try to speak about your day every evening, even just a few sentences. It builds your confidence and helps you use new words naturally.
And don't forget to listen to English podcasts, watch videos, and try to speak with friends or family. The more you use English, the faster you'll improve.
We believe in you. Every small step makes a big difference.
Thanks again for joining us on the English Learning Podcast. Next time, we'll explore more useful topics to help you speak English better.
Until then, keep practicing, stay positive, and have fun learning English.